Yeah, so. No. Here. So, page 11. Page 11. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد. We're happy to welcome everyone back to the continuation of our classes. The classes intended to get us ready for reading the Qur'an, inshallah, independently by the time the month of Ramadan arrives. Couple of side notes. At least one brother has brought it to my attention that the website does not load properly all the time. I'm told that if this occurs for the brothers and the sisters, they can send a text through that app to the administrator. They will help fix the issue, but the way to upload the homeworks is by taking a picture of it and uploading it onto that app. Separately, the students participating can also bring their homework to be checked physically in class in the masjid, as convenient for both the teacher and the student, inshallah. So please continue to upload your homework, and remember that there's hundreds of people uploading homeworks. It may take several days for each person's homework to be checked. There are really hundreds of people, alhamdulillah, for this uploading homeworks, and so it may take several days for individual homeworks to be checked and for feedback to be given. In the meantime, inshallah, we will continue with Ad-Darsul Khamis. Ad-Darsul Khamis, it is the lesson of Tanween. Tanween, everyone say that? Tanween. What is Tanween? Tanween is the adding of the sound of the letter Noon to the end of the letter in question. So the end of the letter in question, adding the sound of the letter Noon. That is the meaning of Tanween. The way it is written, the way that indication is written in the text is by doubling the vowels that the brother taught us last week. We have 3 short vowels, correct? Who can tell me what they are? They are Fatha, which gives the what sound? A sound. We have the Kasra, which gives the what sound? The E sound. And we have the Dhamma, which gives the what sound? The U sound. So in doubling these, writing them twice indicates to us that a Noon sound comes at the end of that letter. For example, for those online, we are reading from box number 1, line number 3 on page 11. Box number 1, line number 3, page 11. This is how the Tanween is read. When you see a doubled vowel, and you only see the doubled vowel, at the end of a word. You will not see it in the beginning. You will not see it in the middle. It will always be where? At the end. All right. The doubled vowel is read as follows. For example, the author, he gave us the example of Meme at the beginning of line number 3. So, for the first box, you read it as follows. Meme, Fathatan, Man, Meme, Kasratan, Min, Meme, Dhammatan, Mun, man, min, mun. Can we do that together? After me, box numbers 1, 2, and 3 of the third line. Box numbers 1, 2, and 3 of the third line. Mim fathatan man.
Mim fathatan man.
Mim kasratan min.
Mim kasratan min.
Mim dhammatan mun.
Mim dhammatan mun.
Man min mun.
Man min mun.
The fourth, fifth, and sixth boxes of the same line, third line, we're going to do together also. Ba fathatan ban.
Ba fathatan ban.
Ba kasratan bin.
Ba kasratan bin.
Ba dhammatan bun.
Ba dhammatan bun.
Ban bin bun.
Ban bin bun.
Good. Next, seventh and eighth boxes of the third line and the first on the fourth line. Wow, fathatan, one.
Wow, fathatan, one.
Wow, kasratan, win.
Wow, kasratan, win.
Wow, dhammatan, one.
Wow, dhammatan, one.
One, win, one.
One, win, one.
Next three boxes. Fourth line, second, third, and fourth boxes. Fa, fathatan, fan.
Fa, fathatan, fan.
Fa, kasratan, fin.
Fa, kasratan, fin.
Fa, dhammatan, fun.
Fa, dhammatan, fun.
Fan, fin, fun.
Fan, fin, fun.
Next three boxes. Tha, fathatan, than.
Fa, fathatan, than.
Tha, kasratan, thin.
Fa, kasratan, thin.
Tha, dhammatan, thun.
Fa, dhammatan, thun.
Than, thin, thun.
Fan, thin, thun.
Before we go further, notice that the characters that have the fathatan, have an alif with them. Did you all notice that?
No.
Those online, are you paying attention? The characters that have the fathatan, which is the doubled fatha, they all have an alif with them. This alif becomes relevant when you're stopping in recitation. When I'm asking you to spell, just spell what you see, omitting the alif. Alif becomes important when you're reciting, and when you stop on this ending, then you pronounce the alif and take away one of the two fathas. This applies only to what? Fathatan. This applies to only what? Fathatan. When you stop on it, then one of the two fathas written is removed, and the alif now prolongs the remaining fatha. Correct? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last box of the fourth line and the first and second boxes of the fifth line. Dhal, fathatan, then.
Dhal, fathatan, then.
Dhal, kasratan, then.
Dhal, kasratan, then.
Dhal, dhammatan, dhun.
Dhal, dhammatan, dhun.
Then, dhun.
Then, dhun.
Next three boxes on the fifth line. Third, fourth, and fifth boxes on the fifth line. Dha, fathatan, dhan.
Dha, fathatan, dhan.
Dha, kasratan, dhin.
Dha, kasratan, dhin.
Dha, dhammatan, dhun.
Dha, dhammatan, dhun.
Dhan, dhin, dhun.
Dhan, dhin, dhun.
Good. I like the way I'm hearing the way some of the brothers are pronouncing the dha. making it heavy. The name of the letter is Dha. When it has fathatan, it's pronounced as Dhan. Dhan, heaviness in the mouth, making the mouth as spacious as possible when you pronounce it. The last three characters on the fifth line. Za, fathatan, zan.
Za, fathatan, zan.
Za, kasratan, zin.
Za, kasratan, zin.
Za, dhammatan, zun.
Za, dhammatan, zun.
Zan, zin, zun.
Zan, zin, zun.
Next. Sixth line. First, second, and third characters for those online. Sin, fathatan, san.
Sin, fathatan, san.
Sin, kasratan, sin.
Sin, kasratan, sin.
Sin, dhammatan, sun.
Sin, dhammatan, sun.
San, sin, sun.
San, sin, sun.
Okay. Next letter, the next three letters, next three boxes on the sixth line. Swad, fathatan, swan.
Swad, fathatan, swan.
Swad, kasratan, swin.
Swad, kasratan, swin.
Swad, dhammatan, swan.
Swad, dhammatan, sun.
Swan, swin, swan.
Swan, swin, swan.
Question about that? That's a heavy letter. Then the seventh box, sixth line. Seventh box, sixth line is written as a rounded ta, called ta marbuta. Ta marbuta. So that ta is pronounced as a regular ta. So we spell it like this. Ta fathatan tan.
Ta, fathatan, tan.
Ta kasratan tin.
Ta, kasratan, tin.
Ta dhammatan tun.
Ta, dhammatan, tun.
Tan, tin, tun.
Tan, tin, tun.
Notice that the ta, when it is rounded, when it is ta marbuta, an aleph does not accompany it. Did you all notice that? An aleph does not notice. This is a peculiarity of ta marbuta. When it is at the end of a word and it is written as a rounded ta marbuta, the accompanying aleph falls off. It's not written with it, and it is not pronounced in stoppage. So one more time for those online, we're doing the sixth line, the seventh, eighth, and first characters of line 7. Ta fathatan tan.
Ta, fathatan, tan.
Ta kasratan tin.
Ta, kasratan, tin.
Ta dhammatan tun.
Ta, dhammatan, tun.
Tan, tin, tun.
Tan, tin, tun.
Questions so far? We're on the seventh line for those online. Second, third, and fourth boxes. Second, third, and fourth boxes. Seventh line. Dal, fathatan, dan.
Dal, fathatan, dan.
Dal, kasratan, din.
Dal, kasratan, din.
Dal, dhammatan, dun.
Dal, dhammatan, dun.
Dan, din, dun.
Dan, din, dun.
Second box, seventh line. Dal, fathatan, dan. Can you see that ya that is written next to it? That is the form of an aleph. So it is exactly identical in function to all the alephs that are written after the fathatans that we're looking at from the beginning. It is exactly identical in function. The shape is different, but the function is identical. All right. Fifth box, sixth box, and seventh box on the same line. Ta fathatan, ton.
Ta, fathatan, ton.
Ta kasratan, twin.
Ta, kasratan, twin.
Ta dhammatan, tun.
Ta, dhammatan, tun.
Ton, twin, tun.
Ton, twin, tun.
Last box on that line and the first two boxes on the next line. Ra fathatan, run.
Ra fathatan ran.
Ra kasratan rin.
Ra kasratan rin.
Ra dhammatan run.
Ra dhammatan run.
Run rin run.
Run, rin, run.
The for those online, notice how the dhammatan is written. It is written with one full dhamma written and a half-shaped dhamma sort of covering it from the opposite side written over it. This is typical. It is also possible to write the two dhammas fully and completely. There's sometimes in some mushafs there are reasons why they're written fully and partially like this, but there are two dhammatans, two complete dhammatans as we see them. This is 8th line. We're still doing the 8th line. We're doing the 3rd, 4th, and 5th boxes. 3rd, 4th, and 5th boxes. Noon fathatan nan.
Noon fathatan nan.
Noon kasratan nin.
Noon kasratan nin.
Noon dhammatan nun.
Noon dhammatan nun.
Nan nin nun.
Nan nin nun.
In doing the fathatan or kasratan or dhammatan, there is no prolongation when you do the nan or nin, or no, it's not nan or nin or noon. No prolongation with them. All right, we're going to the last 3 boxes on that line. Lam fathatan lan.
Lam fathatan lan.
Lam kasratan lin.
Lam kasratan lin.
Lan dhammatan lun.
Lan dhammatan lun.
Lan lin lun.
Lan lin lun.
Question? 9th line. 1st, 2nd, 3rd boxes. Dad fathatan don.
Dad fathatan don.
Dad kasratan din.
Dad kasratan din.
Dad dhammatan dun.
Dad dhammatan dun.
Don rin dun.
Don din dun.
I like how some of you are saying, you're saying it properly, you're making the heaviness with the rod. Rod is indeed one of the heavy letters. 9th line, 4th, 5th, and 6th boxes. 9th line, 4th, 5th, and 6th boxes. Ya fathatan yan.
Ya fathatan yan.
Ya kasratan yin.
Ya kasratan yin.
Ya dhammatan yun.
Ya dhammatan yun.
Yan yin yun.
Yan yin yun.
Last 2 boxes on that line, and then the first on the 10th. Shin fathatan shan.
Shin fathatan shan.
Shin kasratan shin.
Shin kasratan shin.
Shin dhammatan shun.
Shin dhammatan shun.
Shan shin shun.
Shan shin shun.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th boxes, last line. Jim fathatan jan.
Jim fathatan jan.
Jim kasratan jin.
Jim kasratan jin.
Jim dhammatan jun.
Jim dhammatan jun.
Jan jin jun.
Jan jin jun.
Next 3 boxes. Kaf fathatan kan.
Kaf fathatan kan.
Kaf kasratan kin.
Kaf kasratan kin.
Kaf dhammatan kun.
Kaf dhammatan kun.
Kan kin kun.
Kan kin kun.
Question so far? We're going to, question? We are going to the 11th page. We are doing the last character on the 10th page, on the 10th line, 11th page, and the first 2 on page number 12. Qaf fathatan qan.
Qaf fathatan qan.
Qaf kasratan qin.
قاف كسرة قن
قاف ضمة قن
قاف ضمة قن
قن قين قن.
قن قن قن.
Any questions about the qaf? I want to hear the click in the back of the throat when you say the qaf. Different from the kaf. That distinguishes it from the kaf. You have a question? No question? All right. So I want to hear the click in the back of the throat when you say the qaf to distinguish it from the kaf. Both of them have the makhraj where? The back of the tongue. The back of the tongue. However, the kaf, the makhraj of the back of the kaf is a little bit ahead in front of the makhraj of the qaf. And what's the meaning of makhraj? Point of articulation. Point of articulation meaning the point where the most pressure or most activity is when you're saying that letter. That is the makhraj. A point where the most pressure is, where it comes out of, that is the makhraj. So the makhraj of the kaf is slightly ahead in front of the qaf. Both of them in the back of the throat, but that of qaf is slightly behind that of kaf. And also the qaf clicks, and it is a heavy letter. When it has a fatha, it has a heavy sound, an aw sound with it. So let's do that again. Last box, page 11, and the first and second boxes, page 12. Qaf fathatan qan.
قاف فتحة قن
Qaf kasratan qin.
قاف كسرة قن
Qaf dhammatan qun.
قاف ضمة قن
Qan qin qun.
قن قن قن.
And the astute listener can pick up the click. If he or she listens well, they can pick up the click at the back of the throat, and as well as the heaviness that you're imparting on the qaf when you pronounce the qaf, whether it has a tanween or not. Question? Okay, first line, page 12, first line, we're doing the third, fourth, and fifth boxes. Third, fourth, and fifth boxes, page number 12, first line. Kha fathatan khan.
خاف فتحة خن
Kha kasratan khin.
خاف كسرة خن
Kha dhammatan khun.
خاف ضمة خن
Khan khin khun.
خن خن خن.
Question. Next three boxes, the last three boxes of the first line, page number 12. Page number 12, the last three boxes. Ghain fathatan ghan.
غين فتحة غن
Ghain kasratan ghin.
غين كسرة غن
Ghain dhammatan ghun.
غين ضمة غن
Ghan ghin ghun.
غن غن غن.
Next line, second line, first, second, and third boxes. Second line, first, second, and third boxes, page 12. Ha fathatan han.
ها فتحة حن
Ha kasratan hain.
ها كسرة حن
Ha dhammatan hun.
ها ضمة حن
Han hin hun.
حن حن حن.
Question. Next three boxes, second line, page 12. Ain fathatan an.
عين فتحة عين
Ain kasratan ain.
عين كسرة عين
Ain dhammatan un.
عين ضمة عن
An ain un.
عين عين عن.
The ain, when it has a dhamma or dhammatan, has a distinct sound different from a hamza when it has a dhammatan. So dhammatan with ain is un. Un. I want everyone to say that. Un. 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 That is ain with dhammatan. It is not a hamza with dhammatan. So make that distinction between the two. Second line, the last two boxes, and the first box on the third line. Ha fathatan han.
ها فتحة هن
Ha dhammatan hin.
ها ضمة هن
Ha kasratan hin. Afwan. Ha kasratan hin.
ها كسرة هن
Ha dhammatan hun.
ها ضمة هن
Han hin hun.
هن هن هن.
Did you see the difference between the ha and the ha? Does anyone have any difficulty distinguishing the two? There's a difference between them. So I want each one of us to pronounce them correctly such that the astute listener can pick up the difference between the two. So this one, ha, is deeper in the throat, closer to the chest. Its makhraj is deeper down in the bottom of the throat, closer to the chest. It vibrates the chest actually if you say it correctly. And the last three characters in this lesson, the last three characters for those online, Hamza fathatan an.
همزة فتحة أن
Hamza kasratan in.
همزة كسرة إن
Hamza dhammatan un.
همزة ضمة أن
An in un.
أن إن أن.
Question.
What's the difference between Hamza and Ha?
Difference between Hamza and
When you pronounce.
the two has. Which one are you referring to?
Like Ha, you mentioned it from the.
Okay, that's a very good question. So the brother asks, what is the difference between the ha that we have, the deep-throated one, and the hamza? What is the difference? The difference is in the sifas. The difference is in the characteristics. And this is deeper into the teachings of tajweed. However, with ha, the air continues to flow. Ha. Whereas with the hamza, there is an abrupt cut-off, such as an, in, un. It is a definitive hamza. There is a cut-off with the hamza. There is a continuous airflow with the ha. So when you say the hamza, it's an a and a cut off, not a continuous airflow, as opposed to the ha, continuous airflow. Major difference between the ha and the, even though both of them come from the same makhraj. We are running out of time. I will ask for whether there are any questions with the tanween so far. It seems relatively straightforward. There's a simple principle of adding a noon sound to the end of every letter. And the one that has the aleph, you will observe the aleph as a mad when you stop on it in recitation. It seems relatively simple. We will, if there's time, because I think the adhan will come in the next 15 minutes or so. Inshallah, we will go to the next lesson, Ad-Dars As-Sadis. Ad-Dars As-Sadis. So this is a dars in which the tanween and the harakat are combined. The letters in which, the combinations in which letters that have vowels and letters that have tanween are combined. Why? Because we would see these frequently in the Mus'haf as we read along. So the author is bringing the situation of us combining letters and tanween at the end of these combinations. I will take the first box. So first box in the first line in this dars. First box in the first line in this dars. Dars Asad is the 6th lesson. The point is to spell it and then make a sound. Spelling means the following. Say the name of the letter, say the vowel on top of it, and then put both together to make a sound. And then move to the next one, pronounce the name, say the name of the letter, say the vowel on the letter, and then say what the outcome of putting both of them together is. And this is how to spell. This is how you spell progressively. This is how you ultimately pronounce a word. So, first box, in that first line, Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Ba, Fatha, Ba.
Ba, Fatha, Ba.
Dal, Fathatan, Dan.
Dal, Fathatan, Dan.
Abadan.
Abadan.
Do you see how you pronounce a word when you spell each one? Yes.
I'll go to the bathroom.
Yes, please, you can. Do you see how you pronounce a word by mentioning the name of the letter first, and then the name of the haraka, vowel, on it, and then putting both together to make a sound, remembering that sound and going to the next one, putting them together like that, until you get to the end of the word, and then put everything together, then you'll come up with a reasonable, common sense sound or common sense pronunciation for the word. Next one. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Ha, Fatha, Ha.
Ha, Fatha, Ha.
Dal, Dhammatan, Dun.
Dal, Dhammatan, Dun.
Ahadun.
Ahadun.
Okay. Next one. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Fatha. Fatha.
Fatha.
Okay. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Kha, Fatha, Kha.
Kha, Fatha, Kha.
Okay. Dhal, Fatha, Dha.
Dal, Fatha, Dal.
A, Kha, Dha.
Kha, Dal.
Next one. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Dhal, Kasra, Dhi.
Dal, Kasra, Dhi.
Noon, Fatha, Na.
Nun, Fatha, Na.
A, Dhi, Na.
Adhina.
Do you see how it becomes Adhina? All right. Fifth box, same first line. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Mim, Fatha, Ma.
Mim, Fatha, Ma.
Ra, Fatha, Ra.
Ra, Fatha, Ra.
Ma, Ra.
Ahma, Ra.
Good. Next one. Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha,
Noon, Fatha, Na.
Nun, Fatha, Na.
And this alif that you see after that noon is not a mad for it. So you pronounce only the Hamza and the noon and pronounce it as Ana.
Ana.
Ana. The Ana, yes.
So with the alif, what's on top of it? Sukoon?
That circle on it is not a sukun. I'll tell you what it is. This alif after the Ana, this alif after the Ana is only obeyed as a mad when you stop on it. When you don't stop on it in recitation, you take away that alif sound entirely. And that's why that circular sound, the circular sign is not exactly a sukun sign, correct? Can you look at it closely? It is not exactly a sukun sign. It is a sign for you to use it only when you stop. So in this case, we're stopping, so we use it as ana. Clear? Okay. When you're continuing, you take it away. Yes?
So we're going to see the circle like this?
You will see, there are several words in the Qur'an, including ana itself in the Qur'an. There are several other words where you will see this alif. And this alif occurs only at the ends of certain words. You will not see it in the beginning or the middle of any word. You will only see it at the end of certain words. And it will be an elongated circle to make you know that you do it only when you stop on it.
What is the name of the circle?
I don't know the name of the circle. I'm not sure that circle has a particular name. Next line, I want anyone who can participate with us in this to attempt to spell this particular word, second box, first box, second line. First box, second line. Go ahead.
Ba, fatha, ba.
Yes.
Kha, kasra, khi.
Yes.
Lam, fatha, la.
Yes.
Bakhila.
For those online, ba, fatha, ba, kha, kasra. Sorry, kha, kasra, khi, lam, fatha, la, ba, khi, la. Correct?
No.
Question? Okay. Next box, second line. Anyone? Go ahead.
Ba, fatha, ba.
There's no H sound. Ba, not ba.
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 Okay.
Ra, fatha, ra.
Yes.
Ra, fatha, ra.
Yes.
Ta, kasra, tan, tin.
Yes.
Bararatin.
Ba, ra, ra, tin. Yes. So they are they is spelled for those online. Ba, fatha, ba. Ra, fatha, ra. Ra, fatha, ra. Ta, kasra, tan, tin. Ba, ra, ra, tin. Okay. Third box, second line. Anyone? Yes, go ahead.
Jim fatha ja.
Fatha.
Jim fatha ja. Ain fatha. Lam fatha la. Ja'ala.
Good. For those online, Jim, Fatha, Ja, Ain, Fatha, A, Lam, Fatha, La, Ja'ala, Ja'ala. Fourth box, second line. Anyone? Yes, please. Yes, brother in front of me.
Jim fatha ja,
Yes.
mim fatha ma, ain fatha a, jama'a.
Okay, for those online, Jim, Fatha, Ja, Mim, Fatha, Ma, Ain, Fatha, A, Ja, Ma, A. This is the fourth box, second line in Ad-Dars As-Sad. This is the sixth lesson. Fifth box, second line, anyone? Yes, in the back. No, sir. Ha, ha. There's a higher pitched one from the middle of the throat. Ha.
Fatha ha, sin fatha sa, dal fatha da,
Yes.
hasada.
For those online, ha, fatha, ha, sin, fatha, sa, dal, fatha, da, ha, sa, da. All right. Last box, second line. Second line, last box. Who can help me? Anyone in class? Yes.
Ha, fatha,
Fatha.
fatha, ha.
Yes.
Shin, fatha, sha,
Sha. No H sound. Sha.
sha.
Yes.
Ra, fatha, ra.
Fatha.
Fatha. Ra,
Yes.
ha, sha, ra.
For those online, ha, fatha, ha, shin, fatha, sha, ra, fatha, ra, ha, sha, ra. Third box, first line, anyone? This person from me here.
Kha, fatha, kha.
Yes.
Shin, kasra, shi.
Yes.
Ya, fatha, ya. Khashi, khashiya.
Khashiyya. For those online, kha, fatha, kha, shin, kasra, shi, ya, fatha, ya, khashiyya. Clear, everyone? Second box, third line for those online. Who wants to attempt this one? Yes, please go ahead.
Kha, fatha, kha, lam, fatha, fatha la, qaf fatha qaf,
Fatha.
fatha qaf, khalaqa.
Khalaqa. And I did hear the click in the back of your throat with that. That is good. For those online. Is that the other? For those online, we'll continue after the adhan, inshallah. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
We can hear shake. It's cool.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. 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 الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة. In continuation, we are on the third line. The brother just spells the character in the second box. For those online, I'll spell it out. Kha, fatha, kha. Lam, fatha, la. Qaf, fatha, qa. Khalaqa. Khalaqa. Anyone to attempt the third box, third line? Third box, third line. Yes, please.
Kha, Dhamma, Hu. Lam, Kasra, Li.
Okay.
Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Okay.
Hu, Li, Qa.
For those online. Kha, Dhamma, Hu. Lam, Kasra, Li. Qaf, Fatha, Qa. Hu, Li, Qa. That's the third line, third box. Fourth box, third line, page number 12. Who wants to attempt that? Yes, please go ahead.
Them.
No, the name is Dhal, prolonged. Dhal.
Dal.
Yeah, that's the name of the letter.
Dal. Fatha.
Fatha.
Fatha. Dal.
Okay.
Kaf. Fatha. Kaf.
Okay.
Ra. Fatha. Ra.
Fatha.
Fatha. Dakara.
Okay. For those online. Dhal, Fatha, Dha. Kaf, Fatha, Ka. Ra, Fatha, Ra. Dhakara. See how you put them together when you can break them down and then make sounds of each one that you break down and put those sounds together? Fifth box, third line. Anyone? Yes, brother in the back.
Ra. Fatha. Ra.
No H sound. Ra, Fatha, Ra.
Ra. Fatha. Ra.
Okay.
Fa. Fatha. Fa.
No prolongation. Fa.
Fa.
Okay.
Ain. Fatha. A. Ra. Fa. A.
For those online, fifth box, third line. Ra, Fatha, Ra. Fa, Fatha, Fa. Ain, Fatha, A. Ra, Fa, A. Clear? Last box, third line in Ad-Dars As-Sadis, page number 12. Who wants to attempt that? Ibrahim?
You want to do it? You want to do it?
Yeah, let him do it.
He's nervous. Okay, go ahead, Ibrahim.
Ra. Fatha, Ra,
Fatha.
Fatha,
Fatha.
Fatha,
Yes.
Ra, Qaf, Fatha,
And the qaf, qaf.
Qaf.
Not qaf. Qaf. The name of the letter is qaf.
Yeah. Alright. So, Qaf, Fatha, Qaf. Ba, Fatha,
The name of the letter is ba. The name of the letter has a mad in it. So ba.
Ba, Fatha, Ba,
Okay. And no H sound. No H sound at the end. Don't say ba.
Ba,
Ba.
Ba.
Yes.
Ta, Kasratain, ten.
Tin.
Raqabatin,
No prolongation. Raqabatin.
Raqabatin.
Okay. For those online, ra, fatha, ra. Qaf, fatha, qa. With a click in the back of the throat. Ba, fatha, ba. Ta, kasratan, tin. Raqabatin. Clear? We're moving on to the fourth line, first box. Anyone to help us? Go ahead.
Sin, Dhamma, Sun. Su. Ra, Dhamma, Ru.
And the name of the letter is Ra, prolongation in the middle. Ra.
Ra, Dhammatan, Run.
Okay.
Surarun.
Sururun.
Sururun.
Sururun. For those online, Sin, Dhamma, Su. Ra, Dhamma, Ru. Ra, Dhammatan, Run. Sururun. Clear? Box number 2, fourth line. Who can help us? My young brother in the back.
Sin Fatha Sa,
No. Sin. Say with the prolongation in the middle. Sin.
Sin Fatha Sa,
Fatha.
Sin Fatha Sa,
Okay.
Qaf,
No, that's fa.
Sorry. Fa Fatha Sa,
No, see this fa. And it has a prolongation in the middle. Fa. Fatha.
Fa Fatha Fa,
Okay.
Ra Fatha Ra,
Ra. Fatha. Say it like that.
Ra Fatha Ra,
Okay.
Ta Kasratain Dun,
Okay.
Safaratun,
Excellent. For those online, Sin. Fatha. Sa. Fa. Fatha. Fa. Ra. Fatha. Ra. Ta. Kasratan. Tin. Safaratin. Safaratin. Third box. Fourth line. Who can help? Go ahead.
Sword. Dhamma, Hu.
I like that.
Ha, Dhamma, Hu.
The letter is Hu. Ha. Dhamma. Hu.
Ha, Dhamma, Hu.
Okay.
Fa, Fatatan, Fan.
Okay.
Suhufan.
Suhufan. No prolongation. Suhufan.
Suhufan.
Not suhufan. Suhufan.
Suhufan.
Good. For those online, Swad, Dhamma, Su, Ha, Dhamma, Hu, Fa, Fathatan, Fan, Suhufan, Suhufan. Question? Next box. Next volunteer. Yes, please.
Wow,
Prolonged. Wow.
wow, Fatha, Wa,
Okay.
Sin, Fatha, Sa,
No H sound. Sa.
Sa,
Okay.
Da,
Pa.
Da, Fatatan. Ton.
Okay.
Wasatun.
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 So that's a sin in the middle. It is not a heavy letter. So wasatun. Let me spell it for those online. Wow, fatha, wa. Sin, fatha, sa. Ta, fathatan, ton. Wa, sa, ton. That was the fourth box, fourth line. We are on the fifth box, fourth line. Any volunteers? Abdurrahim?
Ta, fatha, ta,
The name of the letter is prolonged. Ta.
ta, fatha, ta,
Okay.
ba, fatha, ba,
Fatha.
fatha, ba,
No H sound. Ba.
ba,
Okay.
qaf,
Qaf.
qaf, fatha, kasratain, kin,
I want to hear the click. Qin. Qin. Qin.
kin, ta, ba, kin,
No prolongation. Not ta baqin. It's ta baqin.
ta, ba, kin,
Ta baqin.
ta, ba, kin,
No. Ta baqin.
ta, ba, kin.
Good. No prolongation. Let me spell it out to those online. Ta fatha ta. Ba fatha ba. Qaf kasratan qin. Ta baqin. Ta baqin. Clear, everyone? Last box, fourth line on this dars, ad-dars as-sadis, fourth line, last box. Who wants to help me? Go ahead.
Ta, fatha, ta,
Fatha.
fatha, ta,
Okay.
ba,
Ba.
fatha, ba,
Fatha.
fatha, ba,
Okay.
kaf,
Qaf.
qaf, qaf, fathatain, qan, tabaqin,
Tabaqan.
tabaqin,
Tabaqan.
tabaqan,
Tabaqan. I'm hearing the click in the back of your throat. Tabaqan.
tabaqan,
Tabaqan. Okay. For those online, I'm going to spell it. Ta fatha ta. Ba fatha ba. Qaf fathatan qan. Tabaqan. All right. Probably have a couple minutes left. Fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth line, first box. Volunteer. Yes, please.
ta, Germantown.
First of all, as you know, Nomatan will not begin a word, correct? Nomatan or any tanween will not begin a word. So look at that again. Look at it closely.
Ta,
Ta, Dhamma, tu. Tu. Make it heavy. Tu. Okay.
wow, fatha, time,
Fathatan,
wow, fatha, time, 1,
1.
1,
Okay.
2, 1,
2, 1.
2, 1,
2, 1. Good. I see nobody did anything with that yet, which is what is supposed to be done, right? 2, 1. Let me spell it out for those online. Ta, Dhamma, tu. Make it heavy. Ta, Dhamma, tu. Wow, Fathatan, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. That ya is actually is an alif in the shape of a ya. So once again, ta, dhamma, tu. Wow, fathatan, 1. 2, 1. Second box, fifth line for those online and for those in class. Yes, please.
Ain, fatha, a, ba, fatha, ba, sin, fatha, sa, a, ba, sa.
Basta. For those online, Ain, Fatha, A. Ba, fatha, ba. Sin, fatha, sa. Abasa. Okay. Third box. Fifth line. Anyone? You, go ahead.
Ain, fatha,
Fatha.
fatha,
No H sound. Okay.
dal, fatha,
Fatha.
fatha, da, lam, fatha, la.
Say the whole thing again.
Lam, fatha, la. Da, la.
Correct. For those online, third box, fifth line, third box. Ain, fatha, dal, fatha, da. Lam, fatha, la. Da, la. Adala. Fourth box, fifth line. Any helpers? Abraham.
Ain, fatha, lam,
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the ain sound well.
ain,
Okay. So start again. Start all over.
ain, fatha,
Fatha.
fatha,
Yes.
lam, fatha,
Don't say it's lamb. It's lamb. Lamb. It's not lamb like in English. It's lamb.
lam,
Yes. Lamb.
fatha, la,
No H sound. La.
la,
Okay.
qaf,
Qaf.
qaf, kasratain, kin,
Qim.
kin,
Qim. When I want to hear the click. Qim. Qim.
kin, la, kin,
Yeah, I didn't hear the ain. La qim. La qim. Okay. For those online, ain, fatha, lam, fatha, la. Qaf, kasratan, qin, la, qin. Clear, everyone? We have 2 boxes to go. Yes, please.
ain, fatha, la, mim, fatha, la, dal,
Dal,
dal, kasratan, din, din.
For those online, ain, fatha, mim, fatha, ma. Dal, kasratan, din, ma, din. And the last box, for those in class and those online, who wants to attempt the last box? Okay, go ahead, please.
Ain, kasra, ain.
Okay.
Noon, fatha, na,
No H sound.
na.
Na.
Ba, fathatain, ban.
Fatatan, ban.
Fatatan, ban.
Okay.
Il, ibadan. Inadan.
All right. Na, ban.
I, na, dan.
Ban. Ban. There's no dal in there, right?
Na, ban.
Good. So to spell this last word, ain, kasra, ain. Listen to how I say the ain with a kasra. Ain, kasra, ain. One more time. Ain, kasra, ain. Remember that. Noon, fatha, na.
Fatha, na.
Ba, fathatan, ban.
Fathatan, ban.
Ain, na, ban. So always remember, many of us don't know how to say the ain when it has a dhamma or a kasra, or even a fatha. So when ain has a kasra, that's how it sounds. Ain. So in this case, ain, kasra, ain. Ain, na, ban. Ain, na, ban. I hope we have time for just one more line, and then we can finish this page. Okay. Next line, which is the last line on this page. Who wants to attempt? Abraham.
Gotta stop saying my name just in case my wife listening to it. Gain.
No, no.
No, I'm gonna fix it. Line, fatha, la. Ba, fatha, ba.
Okay.
Ra, fatha, ra.
No H sound.
Ra,
Ra.
ra. Ta, damatain, dun.
Tun.
Oh, I'm saying, tun. I'm being tun. So it's gonna be ghabarat, ghabaratun.
No prolongation. Ghabaratun.
Ghabaratun.
Okay, say it together. Ghabaratun.
Ghabaratun.
Okay. I'm going to spell it and everyone can spell it with me. Ghain, fatha, gha. Ba, fatha, ba. Ra, fatha, ra. Tun, dhammatan, tun. Dhammatan.
Tad damatun, not tun.
Tab number 22.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start over. Let's start over.
Number 22.
Ghain, fatha, gha. Ba, fatha, ba. Ra, fatha, ra. Ta, dhammatan, tun. Ghabaratun. Clear? Next volunteer for next box, last line on page 12, second box.
Fa,
Oh, let him try.
fa, fatha, fa.
Okay. No H sound. Fa. Fa. Fatha. Fa.
Fa, fatha, fa.
Okay.
Ain, fatha, a.
Ain. Fatha.
Ain, fatha, a.
Okay.
Lam, fatha, la.
Okay.
Fa, a.
And you see, you have to bring that ain sound back. So, fa, la. Fa, la. Good. Let's spell it together. Fa, fatha, fa. Ain, fatha, Lam, fatha, la. Fa'ala. Is that clear? Third box, last line, page number 12. My young brother.
Kha, fatha, kha.
No, qaf,
Kha, fatha, kha.
fatha,
Fatha, kha.
qa, with a click, qa. Okay?
Ta,
Ta,
fatha, ta.
okay.
Ra, fatha, ra. Ta, dhammatain, tun.
Okay.
Kha, khataratun.
Alhamdulillah. Let's spell it together for those online. Qaf, fatha, qa. Ta, fatha, ta. Ra, fatha, ra. Ta, dhamma, tun. That was dhammatan. Okay. Ta, dhammatan, tun. Qataratun. Clear? Fourth box, last line, page number 12. Anyone, any volunteer? Yes, please.
Qaf, Dhamma,
Prolonged. Qaf.
Qaf, Dhamma, Hu.
The click in the back of the ooh. Try and make a click in the back of the throat when you say, even though it has a dhamma, say it as ooh. Intentionally put that force in the back of the throat. Ooh. Okay, next letter.
Ta, Kasra, T.
Ta.
Ta, Kasra, T.
Okay.
La, Fatha, la.
Okay.
Hu, T, la.
For those online, let's spell everything. Let's spell it together. Qaf, Dhamma, U. Ta, Kasra, Ti. Lam, Fatha, La. Qutila. Okay, good. Is that clear? So on. Fifth box, last line, page 12. Abdurrahim? You said I should.
Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
One more time.
Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Qa. I need to hear the click. Qa. Okay.
Dal, Fatha, Da. Ra, Fatha, Ra. Qa, Da, Ra.
No prolongation. Qadara.
Qadara.
Okay. For those online, let's spell it together. Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Dal, Fatha, Da.
Dal, Fatha, Da.
No. The lam sound in dal does not show up after you give it a vowel. After you give it a vowel, you only get the consonant and the vowel sound only. So let's start all over. Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Qaf, Fatha, Qa.
Dal, Fatha, Da.
Dal, Fatha, Da.
Ra, Fatha, Ra.
Ra, Fatha, Ra.
Qadara.
Qadara.
So no prolongation in there. Last word, last line, page 12. Volunteer.
Yes.
Who hasn't done anything? Who hasn't said anything yet? Is that young brother behind me? In front of, yes, behind him. You want to try or you want to pass? All right, who wants to try? Who hasn't said anything yet?
I'll do it.
All right, go ahead.
Qaf, Dhamma,
Dhamma.
Dhamma, Qu.
Okay, with the click in the back of the throat.
Ra, Kasra, Ri.
Okay.
Hamza, Fatha, A. Quriya,
Quri'a.
Quriya,
Quri'a.
Quriya.
Okay. Let's spell it together for everyone online to follow also. Qaf, Dhamma, U.
Qaf, Dhamma, Qu.
Ra, Kasra, Ri.
Ra, Kasra, Ri.
Hamza, Fatha, A.
Hamza, Fatha, A.
Quri'a.
Quriya.
Do you all see the ya on which the hamza is sitting? That was not pronounced, was not spelled, and was not pronounced. Correct? It is only a seat for the hamza. We will stop here, inshallah. Questions about this, about the tanween, and about the combination of the tanween and the harakats.
Really quick question about the Hamza. Does the Hamza ever sit on a wow?
That's a good question. The brother asked, for those online, the brother asked regarding the word we just read, the last word on the last line. Does the Hamza ever sit on a waw? That is correct. The answer is yes. The Hamza can sit on an aleph. The Hamza can sit on a waw. The Hamza can sit on a ya. The Hamza can be by itself. And there are different rules regarding what it sits on and why. But yes, the simple answer to your question is yes. Despite the fact that some homeworks have not been reviewed yet because of the sheer large numbers of homework. Alhamdulillah, we're getting close to 600 or 700 returns, and we've only done 2 weeks of lessons. I would still say that we should continue the homeworks. We are told that if anyone tries to upload a homework and it's not working, send a text through that same app saying that you're having a problem with that, and inshallah the brother would reply you. And this applies to sisters also. The homework for today is to this very last line that we did together, starting with ghabaratun and fa'ala and qataratun and qutila and qadara and uri'a. Please write them and say them thrice each. 3 times each. Ghabaratun, fa'ala, qataratun, qutila, qadara and uri'a. The last line of page 12, write them thrice and say them as you write them. So that will be 18 words to write for this homework for tonight. If there are no questions, the next class will be at 4:30 in the afternoon tomorrow, 4:30 to Salatul Maghrib, inshallah. And after next week, the time changes so that we start daylight savings time on the 13th of March. Thereafter, all the Tuesday classes will be will start at 5:30, inshallah, not 4:30 because of the 1 hour forward move that we make on March the 13th. Clear? So, but for now, 4:30 for tomorrow. After we move forward 1 hour, it will be 5:30 on Tuesdays. The classes on Mondays and Fridays will always be after Maghrib, inshallah, till the end of the series on 1st of April, inshallah. Are there any questions? Please be patient with the brothers who are checking the homework. It's a lot of homework to check. And if you have issues, please send a text to the administrator. Yes, please. No, only this line. Only this line. So you have 6 words to write and say them as you write them 3 times each. Only this last line.
What lesson is this 5?
What lesson? This is lesson 6.
So you can write it in a group.
Say that again? Yeah, do it in a group and then take a picture of it, put it in upload it on the group.
Break it down.
Yeah, we'll write it in the telegram.
Say that again?
We'll write it in the telegram with the homework.
Okay, please, inshallah. Inshallah. So for those who are not in class physically, we're doing this last line, page 12. Only this last line, page 12. Write it 3 times each and say it as you write it so that you become fluent. You train your tongue in the saying of these letters, inshallah. Other concerns, questions? سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Salih, doctor, Salih.